Hi, everybody. Welcome to the show today. So, guys, if you've been paying attention at all, you know soybean season has been going really well. That first field that I wanted to plant wheat in, done. Went good bushels. Can't complain. Now, here's what I'm going to complain about. I'm not going to complain about it at all. I'm just going to go ahead and do it. So, here's the thing, guys. Time for me to plant some wheat. I got Miss Kardashian here, all fueled up and ready to go. And what I've been meaning to do in this for the whole, well, let's see, when did I work on this tractor this spring? Since about this spring is get that rusty fuel filter changed. Now, generally, I would think no big deal. Just change it, pump the air out of it, bingo, good to go. Wrong. The fine people at Caterpillar, when they were putting the 3160 together, did not put a primer on this fuel system at all. Nothing. The fuel pump itself doesn't have a lever on it to pump air out. Again, nothing. So this one could prove to be, let's say, less than fine. Now, with that being said, it does have these little caps on it here. So one could try to, bleed the air out of it, maybe if there's enough fuel in the tank. My thought is, friends, is, the fuel tank's way up there. She's definitely higher. The level of fuel in this is right here. Let's see, how high is that going to put us? So if that's... So in all reality, or over the filter, chances are, you probably put it together and it'll just bleed itself out. Chances are. But chances are also good that none of that will work, and this is going to take 3 days to get started. Now I know that a lot of you are already saying, well, geez, just fill the fuel filter up with fuel and that'll solve all your problems. Yeah, well, I'm gonna. I mean, as much as I don't agree with that, doesn't make much sense to put dirty fuel into a filter. That's just me thinking out loud. Don't get all twisted about it. That's just me. Do your thing. It's fine. But I'm probably going to do it on this one just because I think it's going to be my only way. And I probably will still have to bleed it somehow. I don't know. Enough talking. Let's get after it, friends. Oh, here's a new filter. I got to find some fuel to put in this thing. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do to give this my best shot of success. I got some fuel. I've also got a paint strainer. See if I can keep it clean, mostly. Okay. I'm just going to leave that set right there for a few minutes. Now, let's go back to the tractor here, guys. Now, I'm going to go... There's a little fuel on-off valve right under here. So let me just turn this off. Now, you guys, it's your job to remind me to turn this back on before I fire up the tractor because, well, I just love making more work for myself. Yeah. Okay, that's off. Back to the filter. And I suppose, I'm just going to twist this off of here, twist the new one on. This might get messy fast, but it might not. Okay, let's set you right there. Put you right back there. That's good enough. Don't even need to tighten it up. Perfect. Okay, now let me study this a little bit, see what these lines are going where. So that should be in, that should be out actually. That is almost impossibly hard to see, but I believe what I believe. Let me go back here and turn the fuel back on. I'm going to crack this bleeder that it has up top here. Okay, let me crack this and see if I get fuel spilling out everywhere, and then I guess we'll just fire it up and see what happens. Okay, it's dripping. There's some little tiny bubbles. Looks fairly steady. Maybe this is going to work, friends. I guess. Well, you know what? Here goes nothing. Let me get this filter out of the way. Let me put you guys back here where you're safe. And fortunately for me, I have already warmed this tractor up, so hey, if it's going to start, it's going to start. Well guys, I think I'm pretty safe. I'm going to let it run for about 5 minutes. If it doesn't die in that time, well, job well done. Alright guys, my guess is that worked out just fine. So here I was making a big deal about nothing. Not the last time I'll do that. Now, the next thing I got to do. That little tiny piece of return hose has got some cracks in it, and it's been leaking fuel since, the last time I used it when I worked up my long field that I last put soybeans in. And I bought a piece of hose for it, and well, there it sits. I gotta put that in. Might as well get that done while we're just, checking things off the list. Hi friends. That old turd don't run too bad. All right, friends, now to the fun stuff. Now, I need to figure out just exactly how I'm going to get that out of there. Got a bracket on it there. What else does it have? Okay, let's see if I can. If I'd have just known this was leaking before I put the hood on, all this could have been avoided. Well, it's working with diesel. Man, it stays with you. There's no way around that. Okay, oh, and sure enough, right there, that's where I was getting all my fuel. Okay, well, by golly, friends, I think I got it. Let me get this bolt back on here. I'm going to have to find a couple of little hose clamps because I just don't trust that that's going to, stay on there like it thinks it should. I think that's going to work. Is it going to outlast the tractor? Doubtful. Is it going to outlast the season? Hopeful. Well, friends, hooked right up. Now, you might be asking yourself why I'm chiseling that. There's a lot of trash in that field. The straw is quite tremendous. So I'm not going to bury that down deep. I'm just going to kind of run over everything to get it all buried up and give myself a base to start with to plant some nice wheat. And kind of want to see if the old girl poles are better than the other one did. Let's get after it. Them soybeans are getting there. Another week or so I might be out there combining, I hope anyway. And that's the end, that's all of it. There, made her to the field. I keep these windows open a little better. Okay, let's get some gears figured out here. So I want low range on that one, overdrive on that one, third on that one. Let's try that at first. There, not bad. I can cruise like this all day. I may have to. Friends, that old girl's doing everything I could ask for it to do. Listen to that thing purr. Man, I just love it. A little air conditioning wouldn't hurt, but you know what? Pretty soon I'll be crying for some heat, so I might as well just enjoy it. It ain't doing a bad job with this 13 shank. Of course, I ain't dragging her down real far. Like I said, I just want to bury up some of this stubble so I can take my 5100 and just drill some wheat in here. Call this field good. So let's continue on. Now again, don't mind the inside of the cab. I have every intention this winter of putting a cab kit in here and making it real nice. But that hasn't happened yet. It still looks terrible. Now, like I say, I'm running high range, overdrive, third gear at that many RPM. I'm just guessing. Everything else is doing just fine, so let's hit it. I know if I were in my 1155, I'd be bouncing all over the place right now, but this isn't bad. I wish. jump out and get my tripod. Tell you what, friends, this old tractor sure didn't disappoint today at all. Listen to that baby just purr. Doesn't that sound nice? It's got its hands full with that much chisel plow, especially in this hard, and I mean hard ground. This stuff it has not rained here in a long time. And yeah, granted, I'm not going super deep. I don't have to. I just need to bury up soybean stubble so I can plant wheat out here. That's getting the job done. Guys, I'm going to scoot home, have me a Leinenkugel, pack out here tomorrow to get this finished up. Well, friends, whether that thing wanted it or not, it got a hell of a good workout today. That thing worked its little ass off, and it did a heck of a good job. She's running good. A little bit of smoke, whatever. I'm not going to lose any sleep over that. I'm going to let this thing cool down a little bit. And I'm going to let this thing cool down a little bit. See you guys tomorrow. Well, everybody, off to round 2. We're going to get this one finished up today. I should have some wheat seed hopefully showing up, well, before the weekend, because I need to get this done. Obviously, I don't need the seed today, but tomorrow would be nice. Let's see if I can get the field finished first. I don't want to put the cart before the horse too much. Let's head it. Well, friends, she's a beautiful day to be on a tractor. We got a little rain the other day, yesterday, so hopefully that loosened this ground up really nice. But hey, less talky, more worky. Let me hit it. Really doing the job well. No complaints. This little chunk back here, hit my headlamps, and I'm going to get the hell out of here. Catch back up with you shortly here. Well, friends, I'm running out of dirt real fast here. That's the field's all done. I'm going to go zap up my hedgerow here on this side, and let's get out of here, go back to my house, and we're going to talk about a few things. Good things, good things. I missed the spot. Oh well. Well, friends, there. She survived chiseling up darn near 40 acres. It actually did a pretty slick job on it, too. Let's get this thing to the house, and I'll tell you what's going on here. Okay, let's kick this thing into high gear here. There we go. Nice. So if anybody was curious, that soybeans field's going pretty well. I got a little bit left out there to get that wasn't quite ready, but we'll talk about that later too. Well, she's an obstacle course to get around here right now, fellas. Let's knock this back a gear here. See if we can get through without hitting any combines or relatives' cars. Or my new barn. Excellent. I just got to get this out of the way until I'm done combining now. I don't need this to do any more chisel plowing for a little while, so I'm just going to sneak it up around the corner here. Here we go. Get it right up out of the road here. Okay, as long as I don't need that wagon, I should be in good shape. There, I'm going to let that sit there and catch its breath and cool off for a little while. She's earned it. She's earned a whole lot more than that. Maybe I have too. Listen to that baby just purr. Ain't that beautiful? Yeah, who knew that 8 months ago that was a seized up engine, this was going to the scrapyard, and now look at her. Just singing along like a beauty. Purring like a big old kitty kitten. Just love it. There, that's had plenty of time to cool off. Let's shut her down and kind of give a health status check here. I love how this takes its time to shut off, but it does eventually turn off. So, first thing, shut the window. So, back again. First thing, how much fuel did we use? There's my fuel line right there. It was right on this ticket when I started. So, this is a 110 gallon tank. I don't know, 7 inches of fuel. So my guess is going to be that I maybe used, this was 20, 30, 60, 90. I don't know, maybe I used 20 gallons of fuel working this. That ain't too bad. 20 gallons of fuel for a good 6 hours of pretty hard pulling. This thing had its hands full trying to work that hard dirt up, but it did the job, so that's not bad. So, what is that? 4 gallons to the hour or less? Hell, that's not bad at all. I'll take that. Let's check the oil. Let's see how she's doing on oil. Try to do this one-handed. Okay. Wow, that is still unbelievably clean. I know you can't see that, but we're still sitting right on the full mark. So she ain't burned a drop of oil, which is a good indication that this motor's probably in pretty fair shape. I'll take that. What else we got here? Looks like my bushings are all holding on. Like I said, guys, I was gonna build a shaft like I did for my 05 for this tractor. Not sure how necessary that'll be. The other tractor was necessary because that thing, the whole center of that shaft was all buggered up and welded, and it had a piece over a piece, and it needed to be changed. So, and bushings were all shot in that one anyway, so why not change it? But this one, the shaft is in one piece. Belts are right where they need to be. Everything's working, so I don't know if I'm going to make a bad thing better just yet, because it ain't been, well, that bad. So guys, I guess that's going to do it for this round of the 1800, getting a full workout, full body workout. She's got the strength now. It's ready to do more. So time for me to get some wheat seed here and get planting some wheat. Got to finish a little combining. Now, just if you are all curious, so the field that I got a few chunks in, that is the field that I said had to do 28 bushel to the acre in order to break even. Well, good news this year. So I'm not done working that. I'm not done combining. I got about 6 or 7 acres out there yet to combine. With what I've got hauled in right now, just off that field, if I were to leave the rest of it there, she's running 31 bushel without taking the rest of it off. So chances are when I get the rest of that off, that field's going to run 38 to 40 bushel. So excellent. I'm not going to lose money on that field this year. I didn't lose any money on the first field that I've been chisel plowing because those beans went over 50. So that's good. Only one field left to go after that. And hopefully, yeah, maybe, you know, this is the one out of every 3 years. So perfectly dry, good harvest conditions, pretty fair season. Things work out. Now, next year, I'm not expecting any of that. But gonna start on this corn pretty soon. I've been working on my disc here. I got a new gang for it because, well, the axle broke. So I'll have that together so we can get that 1150 out and get some of this corn stubble chopped up when that time comes. But anyway, friends, that's gonna do it for me today. More projects to be coming soon. I know a lot of you guys watch this for the projects, but I still got to farm a little bit sometimes too. I can't just have these projects sitting around collecting dust. So guys, it's going to do it for me today. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
I just got 3 things to say. God bless our troops.